Hey JDR, my name's Katrina. I can see why you're frustrated. You thought that by building a site and then just paying for traffic that you would get sales. It doesn't work that way. You even say in here that you understand the value of investing in a fan base and building traffic organically, and you're not prepared to do that. So let's say that you still stick to not being prepared to do that, which is what a lot of other successful store owners actually do. It does take time. Let's say that you want to just keep relying on this paid traffic. I think you haven't said exactly what your paid traffic is, so I'll make a few assumptions, but I'll give you a strategy for how you could be a little bit more targeted with that. Just firstly, a lot of the other people in the thread are saying that you need to add products to the homepage. They didn't understand what it was that you sell. So go to a website like Rush Faster. These guys are similar, like they don't sell YOLO type stuff. It's not quite as mass appeal, but you can see that they just have lots of products on their homepage. You can do that with Shopify really easily, so you don't actually really need to change much to your website. Leave all of this as it is, but just add in, there'll be a little sort of tick box, and you can just add in a whole bunch of products that can be purchased right from that homepage. Because what you're going to need to do is you're going to need to drive a lot more traffic to your homepage and get people to convert. And they don't know whether you're a blog or what you are just by this homepage right here. So check out a site like Rush Faster. The other thing that you've got really missing are trust indicators. So your conversion rate, you said, was really low. So you might have bought traffic to the site, but I wouldn't buy from you. I don't know who you are. You've got an About Us page, which is very personal. It's not based on a business. It doesn't look like you're going to be around in another couple of years or even in 2 weeks. You might just take my money and disappear because you're obviously not getting any traction. Your blog as well is really personal, and it's just one story from 2 years ago or a year ago. So I wouldn't, oh, there we go, it's from February, a couple of months ago. But there's no activity, there's no one home. It doesn't look like you're very active. The only activity is in the Warrior Forum that we know that you're real, whereas your website doesn't say that you're real. So have a look again at how other websites bring in trust. These guys have logos, which obviously you can't do because you're not reselling a brand. But if you go down the bottom here, you'll see that they've got how many people recommend them. They've got testimonials. So even if you haven't sold any of the t-shirts online, you might have sold them offline. Go and get some testimonials from people and add them in. Revzilla is a great example. These guys do, I think at last count or something, I saw an interview, they do about 20 million a year, 40 million a year. And so if it's good enough for them to have trust indicators in their store, it's good enough for you. These guys are a massive organisation, and they know that having trust indicators in their store, so these logos, show that they've got good customer service, that they're hacker secure, that they, protect their systems. And then they've also got some really well-written content on the homepage that tells people what it is that they're about. They've also got fantastic About Us pages that have photos of who they are and their story, and it's very personal. And then you look at their customer service page, and again, this is a trust indicator, the fact that it shows a photo of their office with, real live people. You might not have that, of course, but you need to think laterally and think to yourself, what can I give people that shows that I'm real? Customer service, Monday to Friday. I think from what I saw, you've just got an email address on yours. Where's your contact page? You don't even have a contact page. So there's not a lot of trust, and my point is like these guys put in all these trust indicators, and they put in the opening hours, and they put in their phone number because they know that that's actually important. If you just sort of say, oh, look, I know that, I understand the value of this, like you don't actually understand it at all, because you're just trying to rely on paid traffic and you're not making sales, so it's your own fault. Okay, I'll just talk about, one of the things that you're saying is you're going for PPC, which is fine, but you actually need to establish that trust and authority. So PPC, particularly in AdWords, is an auction system, and you can't just buy your way to the top. So Google AdWords and some other sort of systems rely on your website actually having changed and having good content in it and having good content about each of the products. So having a considerable amount of product, I'd have 4 times that amount of product in here. There's ways of doing that without just sort of making it spammy, but the PPC rely on making sure that your page matches what it is that you say it is. So for example, the word shirt, t-shirt, doesn't even appear on your product page. So how is Google and the PPC platforms, how are they going to know that your advert is highly targeted to your product page? They don't. You don't even have the word t-shirt on here. So that's a really basic SEO, search engine optimization. That's a really basic thing to do, is just to include the actual type of product that you've got. You don't even have T down here. Okay. Oh, shirts. You've got shirts, but that looks like that must be a graphic. Yeah, that's a graphic. So yeah, you've just pasted in a graphic. So it's not even possible for the search engines to read that graphic, to read the word shirt. So you're missing out there. Your PPC is less likely to work if your pages aren't optimized for it. So if the PPC, if the algorithms, if the software can't read your page and know that your ad is a good match, they're going to get a very low conversion. They're going to give you a low conversion rate because they're going to really aggravate their customers. So there's no point giving you a high ranking in their PPC. So I hope I've explained that properly. I think the UI, I think the usability, I think the layout of the site's good, it's fine. Shopify does a really good job with these kinds of themes. I think it's good enough. It's just, what about your product match? So if you go, for example, and search Facebook for YOLO, you'll see a couple of websites and, a couple of fan pages. And if you go and look at their photos, for example, you can actually see what's popular. So you can see these ones are free, like for a Facebook page that's got 113,000 likes, or whatever the number is. What was the number? Yeah, 113,000 likes. These are all very low volume of likes. I think there's one down here that had slightly more, 53 likes. So that was the most popular image that I could find, just looking through the first couple of rows. So it means that those types of graphics aren't getting a lot of traction. So it's either the fact that this fan page is just full of, rubbish likes, bot sort of likes, or the fact that none of those images are actually all that appealing. But if you go and have a look at this YOLO page, for example, they've got 56,000 likes. And then if you look at their images, you can see that that one is 1,000 likes, 87 likes. So 11, 60, 14, 73. So you can see that some of these, so that's only 5, 16, 105, 72. So you can see that that one there with 1,000 likes is more likely to sell as a t-shirt than something that doesn't have as many likes. So I wonder how you've tested the demand for that particular phrase. Like, you might have already done that, and that's why you have put that on a t-shirt, that you know that there has been a huge amount of sharing of that particular phrase. But that's one way. If you haven't done it, that's one way of doing product research, is to actually see what's in demand in these types of communities, and to say, well, that's the quote that I've got to put on my t-shirt. And now that goes to the next point, which is these guys already have massive communities of YOLO lovers. Rather than buying PPC through AdWords, I would be buying ads through Facebook and just targeting the users of these pages. So there's 113,000 people that you can exactly target within Facebook and only advertise to those with the image that they like. So see this image here. Let's say, just for example, you did an ad that had that image, or had something like that image, and you did a t-shirt and you said, buy this t-shirt. You know that that was very popular in that community, and so you know that it's more likely to sell. And then this sort of sort of leads on, of course, to doing affiliate deals with these guys. So contacting this the owner of this fan page and saying, you know what, like if you promote me in your stream, what I'll do is I'll set up an affiliate software and I'll pay you like $1 for every t-shirt that I sell that comes from your page. So that is a way of really making sales rather than just sort of PPC, throwing it up in the air and seeing what lands and not getting much. That's a way of actually really going for just one audience that you know loves this kind of stuff, advertising directly to them, and then incentivizing the owner of these pages to do that deal with you. At least then the traffic from these sites will come to you for free. Well, not for free, but for a share. And then if you're also advertising in the right-hand side to just those audiences, then you've kind of got a double whammy. You might be able to actually bring real traffic in. So you can do that with an affiliate plugin. Because you're using Shopify, you can do that with an affiliate plugin and give them a cut. The other thing that I wonder, just lastly, the last thing I wonder is these images here, like that why aren't you watermarking these images? If this gets shared in social media, so I didn't open up this, I forgot to open up this page. If this gets shared in social media, there's no URL that brings back, so I can't read that little thing there. It's probably not even large enough. Yeah, I mean, that hashtag, hopefully you own that hashtag, you know, you own it on Twitter, but, you know, even a nice URL in here saying hashtag-designs.com or get it at hashtag designs, at least then when it's on Pinterest, you'll be able to grab that audience to come back to your website. So if it's on Pinterest or it gets shared on Facebook, people will come back to you. Just check here in this blog. Oh, I haven't put it up. What I'll do is I'll put up a post in here that will show you exactly how to use a free tool that will go and watermark all these photos for you. So it's really dead easy to do, but I'd strongly suggest you do that, because once you promote, let's say you put that t-shirt in these guys in their stream like this, it'll get shared around, and if there's the URL written in here, that's going to give you that viral effect. So you can still do paid traffic, but perhaps be more targeted. I don't know, maybe you're already using this strategy, but be really highly targeted to just that audience. Don't buy those keywords in search engines. Go and find the audience. The keyword doesn't matter, it's the audience that matters in your case. You get the value of growing your fan base, but I don't think you do, with all respect, I don't think you do, because the fan bases are there. There's 113,000 people there that you could be leveraging from by partnering with those people. So then when you do get an influx of sales, you can then hire a VA. I've got stuff on my site as well about how to hire on Otis, so you're welcome to have a look at that. So anyway, so hopefully you'll see that it's not your UI or your UX that's the problem. I think your content is the problem, and perhaps also targeting the content, the product to the correct market is perhaps also a problem, and then also just finding your audience seems to be a problem. All right, hope that helps. Bye.